What's up, y'all on YouTube world out there? Let me tell you something right now. I got my Kaepernick shirt on today. Yes, I got my Kaepernick jersey on again. I love wearing this. There been people go on my channel, trolls, saying that I want to see children get bombed from the statue of the Confederate statue of Colonel Darwin, and I did not never say I wanted people to get bombed. Um, according to what I heard, that Andrew Schneck was going to this statue at the Herman Park doing like late hours where people are not gonna be there. If you're there at late hours, dumb, stupid folks, please. You know, folks, you got thugs out there trying to rob you. You can do broad daylight. And I heard a couple years ago when I was working, doing temporary work in 2011, and a older Latina lady was telling me some brother, stupid brother, had robbed her on daylight, and that's why she don't carry cash in Herman Park. So, well, I'm a 49 fan because of Kaepernick. I'm not too much a sports fan except for wrestling, okay? But I had to buy me a Kaepernick shirt, my homie Gil, you know what I'm saying? I had to. My Black Rican brother, you know, he's black and Puerto Rican. But let me get to the subject. I don't want to change the subject right now. No offense, let me go ahead and address this right now. To those who come on my channel, especially from the Houston area, talking about, oh, you for about bombing people, and he's wrong for bombing this and that, talking about Andrew Schneck. Yes, he is wrong for bombing a public statue. I would like to ask you a question. Where are the people who trashed All Saints Catholic Church in the Heights, who 2008 bashed the Blessed Mother two times? They had the Guadalupe and they had the saying, I'm sorry, that's my mother according to Revelation 12:17. I'm not perfect, but that's, she's the woman that clothed the son. If you don't know the Bible, and she all generation called blessed, Luke 1:48. Don't ever do that to my, no, I'm sorry. She's the one that's the offspring, her children, to follow God's command. I'm not perfect on that level, but witness to Jesus. Okay, come on, I should say some Revelation 12:17. You know, yeah, there was no media coverage about that. It was media coverage here in Houston about the All Saints Catholic Church in Heights. In 2008, they spray painted Protestant evangelical anti-Catholic ones came there and spray painted. Talking about, no, excuse me, Exodus 25 talk about God told the people in His temple to make the images, a cherub and the, come on now. People don't understand that. But the truth of the matter is, no one ain't found them people. They're people who dismantled the Martin King statue. Where are those people at? Yes, it was wrong for Andrew to have bombs. He's not the only one. You got plenty of who. Let's find out. It took decades at that Baptist church back in 1964. The four sisters were going to church, going to school, going to Sunday school, doing what y'all want. You know what I'm saying? The whole white racist people wanted back in the South. Because that was the religion, the biggest religion in there was the Baptist church. Yet the white Baptists would not allow you to go to their church. When they were going to the color Baptist church back in Alabama somewhere, in Mississippi, wherever it was, the white racist people who Paul bombed that church. It took what, centuries? Not centuries, decades to find them people. And guess what? One of them was the Ku Klux Klan former Klansman, aka a minister themselves. So before y'all start bashing Andrew, we have evidence, historical evidence. Yeah, I mean, but no, it's not the difference, dude. The one that I just want to address that people are coming on my channel saying, "Oh, you okay bumming children if they walk around the statue?" No, I never said it in my video. Where I was defending the fact that it should not exist. The whole reason why they built those statues of the Confederate was doing Jim Crow. A lot of folks do not know that. Okay? To tell people, African Americans and minorities, we the boss here. Those statues were like the idols of the South. Okay? To tell people, the Cocoa Bible Belt South, to tell people that you should not, this is white racist territory. You should do. We own this. That's why them thugs, them Nazi thugs with the torches, acting all foolish 2 weekends ago. That's why they were so angry, because they know that their supremacy, the worship of the white supremacy was gonna go down. You know, one thing I asked in my other video, where are the men of color that fought, stupidly fought on the Confederate side? The mulattoes, the pure blacks, okay, the black natives, the mestizo Mexican or Afro mestizo Mexican ones, or the natives who fought on, where are their statues? Why the only white men? Because I know they're making argument, it was black folks that fought on the Confederate side too. Yeah, those who were submissive to master, or those who were slave masters who were free. Oh, you know what I'm saying? In the South, who was a small minority when most of the slave masters were white, you know, and the natives who were slave masters too, or the Mexican ones who were either mestizo or Afro mestizo who fought 910 in the Texan side against Mexico with Sam Houston. Those who fought on there, where are their statues if it's not a racial issue? It is a racial issue. You got white men who defended thuggery during slavery. Slavery was about dehumanization of those of African descent. They whitewashed the history, but especially Texas independent Texas school districts. That's why I went to the library to read my shit. I'm sorry to cuss like here, but when I was a teenager, I went straight to the library to read my shit, because in my school they weren't teaching that stuff I talk about. They was not teaching that. I already knew about the African mixture of Mexico way before Black and Latin America came out, because I went to the library and I was part of the multiracial movement, and they mentioned that why Latinos escaped the one-drop rule, Mexican, Puerto Rican, whatever, and they also mentioned the African part of Mexico that people don't talk about. But I always ask this question, why do some Mexicans, well, I know why, because they did classify Latinos as white, and some of them brought us to white supremacy ideology, brainwashed it back in the Jim Crow days. But they knew that they would not treat white women, white folks, let them know they wasn't white socially, okay? But that's a whole other subject. But the truth that they're mixed. The majority now today are Afro mestizos. I don't think they any mestizos left, because in 3 races, you know, people mingle, marry, and they have a whole raza. You lie to somebody, if the person lied to them, then you could have some African DNA. Just don't tell you that. You know what I'm saying? You know how it goes. But truth of the matter is, you know, I don't see no men of color who fought in the Civil War with the Confederate soldiers. The slaves, there's no paintings, no statues of them. The former slaves, the people of color who were on the Confederate side, the Mexican ones who fought on there. You know, the native. I don't see none of that. No, why is that not in Herman Park here in Houston? Why is that? Why I don't see no dark-skinned man that was on the Confederate side, look like Wesley Snipes. I don't see none of it. I don't see no mulatto. I don't see no like Kaepernick that was on the Confederate side. I don't see no Mexican that was on the. I don't see no damn statues of them. What are the native? Where are those men of color who fought on the Confederate side if it's not a racial issue? It was a racial issue. Then they did that doing Jim Crow to tell you who was boss. And when they were about to take that statue down in Charlottesville, Virginia, that's why them white racist thugs came there acting a ratchet fool. Come out there acting a fool. They show how violent. I don't see the police doing anything near. They are the privileged did offense. Okay? Because that's what they're going to tell you. We didn't do nothing. Yeah, because they're the privileged ones. So I don't see how the world people get mad at my video about I'm talking about bombing children and people around the statue. No, it seemed to me as I heard, the dude came to the statue at closing time, you know, late night when no one's there, and the person who's working the park ranger or the park security, because you have security on the property during nighttime in case homeless people try to, you know, urinate there, have sex there, do drugs there. You know what I'm saying? Right. They don't talk about the vendors of color who are African American descent or Hispanic. Exactly. The black vendors, they don't talk about none of that. You know, But the point is about we're not talking about, we're talking about the Civil War veterans of the Confederate side. And to anyone know my mixed background, my fourth grandmother on my mom's side was a white woman, Irish and English descent. And while I was tracing my grandma Edna side of the family last year, it took 3 days to trace her roots all the way to England, right? Remember, y'all know that video. Those who follow me on this channel, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I got white relatives and they live in Houston from there. An Asian adopted cousin. Them on all this a white cousin of mine on my mama's side. My mama, you know, on that side of the family, adopted. That's about my age. Okay, when we met last year. Okay, when I was tracing her roots, guess what? That's on my mama's side of the family. Guess what? I have relatives that fought in the Confederate side. And I'm yes, I got Confederate blood in me too. Guess what? Do I want they bastard ass on a statue? Hell the fuck no. And I did say my own doggone mix, do the mixed DNA blood. Okay, I don't want to see their asses. Even if I do the black side on both mama there who fought on the Confederate side, I don't care how dog or light they are. I don't want to see their asses there too. Shit, I don't get the stupid people make the stupid comments on my channel. If you don't like the damn video, I'm not defending blowing up people. It's a statue, for God's sake. A statue that doesn't have eyes to see, okay? Doesn't even have a heart. That's why I don't have no problem with it, because it represents white supremacy. It represents racism, thuggery, white racist thuggery, for God's sake. Slavery was about racial exploitation, abusing people of African descent, making them work a forced labor for white race people. While they collect their money, they don't get a damn thing. They raping people to cause more population, because they couldn't go to the slave auction. That's why we are not pure black. That's why I check 4 boxes, okay? I don't have pure black DNA, and I let the folks know about that because it's the damn truth, okay? They did that, and with a 1-drop rule to put us in the slave quarters. Why anybody claim that 1-drop mess to me, they can better not call me the coon. They the damn coon. I'm the freedom fighter, okay? You know, that's why. Y'all, I just don't understand. Dumb, stupid people don't understand what the whole message was. That the statue should not even be there, period. If you don't want to teach history in a negative manner and teach people that it's wrong, right is wrong is wrong, and right, you know, wrong is right and right is wrong, whatever, that's the whole reason why. They didn't want to breed with us. No, they didn't want to breed with us. In Latin America, that's different, because Spain already had mixture due to Moors. That's why they was open to interracial marriages and all the other stuff in Latin America. The Anglos were totally different about that. The white Anglo-Protestant people. And of course, you had the white Quakers who helped the black folks get out of plantation, go to Cass County, Michigan, okay? Of course, like, for example, I was tracing my roots, I'm related to Nathaniel Bacon, okay, in Virginia, who caused the riot way before this old mess that happened 2 weekends ago, okay? You know, and the white service and black folks did intermarry, okay? You had slave masters who did, yes, had, like, for example, the movie Queen with Halle Berry played. Her dad did love her part black Native American mother who was a slave. That's why the white woman, the mother of Queen, Anne Marketplace, was so angry and kicked her mom out and abused her on the plantation because her husband slept with a slave. You know what I'm saying? So, but the reason why they racially mixed was to dehumanize. It wasn't to do it in let's go, because if that was the case, the 1-drop would never exist. You know, there wouldn't be no segregation. All of us would be sitting on the white side because we have white, you know, there wouldn't be a color side because we're both mixed with white DNA. You know what I'm saying? That's what they were scared of, that people with white DNA who don't look white or who do will ban slavery. Okay, what happened with Abraham Lincoln? He was Melungeon, but a lot of folks know he wasn't a full-blown white, but he had black and Cherokee in him besides white. And Tom Hanks is related to him on his mama's side. That's why Chaz, Tad, whatever his doggone name is, not Chaz, Chase Hanks, whatever his name is, the high yellow blonde Negro, mixed Negro, mulatto, okay, is defending the N-word because his ass is part Negro. You know, you want to call somebody a nigga, Tom Hanks son, admit that you got some black, Melungian, whatever they call it, triracial Appalachian Mountains, whatever they call it, that you part Negro, because when you call somebody a nigga, I'm going to say all of them white folks, that dude passing for white, still nigga, like the song dog on Jay-Z said, yeah, I'm going to say still nigga, he passing for white, he still nigga. Okay, you want to call somebody, I hate the N-word too, but I'll play 5-5. You want to call somebody and call me, I'm going to tell you all your family tree. Yes, I will. You related to Abraham Lincoln. His mama was a Hanks. She had Melungian blood in her. She was African and white and native mixture, and he passed with his dark white looking ass. Okay, talking about Abraham Lincoln. That's why he was the darkest one in the whole of that whole look at them pictures. He the darkest one they have on their president. Even Warren G. Harding, they expect him having black DNA. He was part of the Ku Klux Klan, and he didn't have no children with his white wife. He relied on him. But they say Eisenhower was too. I heard that he had mixture of black in him, but he was part of the Klan too. They say they had 5 presidents part of the Klan. Yes, that's very true. Still, the darkest one is before Barack Obama is what's his name, Abraham Lincoln, and they put him on the penny. I used to hear that story because he had black DNA. Before I had found verification that was true, he does have black DNA. He had black DNA in him. Was it Chaz Hanks, whatever Chaz Hayes, whatever his damn name is, Chase Hayes, whatever name, Tom Hanks, blonde, blue-eyed, part Negro child. That's lighter than him, you know, because, you know, Tom Hanks had the curly brown hair, that dark hair, that's that, you know, that curly, you remember where that curly hair come from? And Chad, it was that blonde, blue-eyed white woman that made that child look like a blonde, we gonna call it like it is. Yeah, he got Negro blood in him. Gonna call somebody, I'm gonna say, yes, right. You wanna call somebody a nigga, and offend the word nigga, just admit, still nigga. Talking about his son. You know, I'm sorry, shoes. You want to call somebody a nigga? Yeah, a high yellow nigga. Shoes. I hate the N-word, but hey, yeah, I'll call Chase Hayes, whatever damn name is, trying to be hood and never lived in a damn hood in the world. You lived that white privilege while you were passing. Okay, but now since you want a long time you want to defend the N-word, just go ahead, man. You got black DNA in you, bruh. High yellow, damn, look white, bruh. Okay. White, light, bright, look white, brah, okay? Shit. Now, that's something, y'all. I'm sorry to go there. But the stupid thing is that these people coming on my channel bashing me, they know exactly what I'm saying. I never indicate bumming people. I say a statue. I say it should never even exist. Because that statue was there to tell people that white supremacy is here to stay in the South. Bow down to it. Put us on closer to God, you know, and you're dehumanizing us because we see you as a nigga, still nigga, okay? You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what they were trying to say. I mean, to put the Jay-Z song up there, but y'all know what I'm talking about, okay? You know, I don't hate. I don't call myself a nigga, but y'all just using commentary and, you know, and comical things, and then y'all folks laugh, okay? I should be a comedian. Point is, the stupid thing is the statue should not be there. I should not be going to Herman Park with my kids, he wouldn't bring there if I have children in the future, and showing that these men are good men when they were thugs. The men who fought the Confederate side were thugs. They were defending raping, murdering, dehumanizing people of color who are African descent in order to achieve their slave labor for money reasons. Okay? That's the whole reason why that I'm against that statue being there. But no one's not defending the statue that's in whoever came on the church property, on God's property, on All Saints Catholic Church in the Heights, and messed up their statues 2 times. The Virgin Mary, the Virgin Mary, the Guadalupe, and also the Alea Lourdes, I think statue was one of them. They did. They busted us up in time back in 2008. Ain't no one said anything about that. Okay, and that's the woman who gave birth to Jesus. That's the reason why we honor her, for all generations call her blessed. Okay, that's why you see her when you go to church. That's why, because she's mama. Okay, and she's a queen, no different than the mothers in the Old Testament that was the queens there was a queen because his son was the king, because he had concubines, okay? I said the word correctly, concubines, and it could not be the queen. So the mama had to be the queen, and everybody would go to the mama and ask for requests. That's why people ask the blessed mother for prayers, because of Revelation chapter 5 and chapter 8, the saints pray to God in heaven. The angels send up to God, which is Jesus, who's the mediator, because he's God and man, okay? And they give it to, come on, let's just call put two together, okay? God dog it. It don't make no sense. And the reason why they ask for it, because in heaven there's nobody sinning. You can't be a sinner while you're in heaven. That's why you're unclean, come to heaven. Now I'm gonna say, Lord, Lord, go to heaven. Okay, ain't perfect, but you know that's the truth. Lord, Lord, go to heaven. All the time say I'm saved. Well, no, Lord, Lord, may go to heaven. You could maybe saved one day and go to the club, start having baby mamas and everything. I mean, I'm not going to the club, but I go to the club to go dance. I'm going to go fornicate. That's for different purposes. Okay, people go to the club to act a fool and get high, get drunk, and you go do that. No, go have a bunch of baby mamas and or do whatever, do anything millennials like nasty like that. You can't say you saved in, because none Lord to go to heaven, okay? So, point is, it don't make any sense for people to sit here and defend, bash me for Andrew. Yes, it seemed to be dangerous, but why we wait till, I mean, it seemed to me the bombs were already there way before we heard about the statue. The bomb, he been making bombs way before this. So as soon as he want to bomb a white man's racist statue, that's when everybody want to come, FBI want to come in his house. But why it took forever, whoever the white man at the Baptist, the color, y'all know what I'm talking about, Baptist church in Alabama, Mississippi, whatever, back in 1964, 4 sisters who go to church trying to worship the Lord, they come and bomb it. It took for decades to find them. No, where was the FBI? Y'all get on my nerves with that mess. That's why I call out the hypocrisy in this mess. And they recently this month vandalized the Martin King statue. So where are those people? Why the FBI ain't looking for them? Where are the people who also went to Emmett Till's grave and and destroyed it? Where are those people? Where the FBI on that? Y'all are so hypocritical, and I'm always call it like it is. But you worry about a statue that got no eyes and no heart. Okay, this statue, they represent a thug who wanted me to be a slave because I got one drop of Negro blood. Since my DNA is not 100% Caucasian, okay, I don't deserve to have any freedom. That's what you're defending. A statue that defended dehumanizing people for centuries. A statue that was defending that. That's what y'all defending? But you're not going to defend a statue, a person who was there to do what was right. You're not going to defend a statue that was destroyed, that was God's favorite, okay? They had the full of grace, okay? You know, that was there to put the Lord Jesus Christ on the earth. We can worship Jesus. You're gonna bash that statue. You're not gonna look for them people, but you're gonna look for a man who was there during slavery, who was there to try to keep us in slavery for the next hundreds of years in case somebody choose to fight against it. That's what y'all defend, that nasty ass statue. What? Y'all some dumb people. You defend thuggery. And if you want, and those who want to make the argument why we have a violent gene, we don't have pure black DNA. And guess who was the main thugs in the Americas? It wasn't natives and Africans. Who was it? And I'm not being anti-white. I got it in my damn DNA, god dog it. It was the white men who came here raping Native American women and black women and beating people and cutting folks' heads off and penises off and stuff. Dehumanizing anybody ain't 100% white or white at all. So who is the real thug in this country? We saw it this two weekends ago. Okay? They over here killing. When Trump won, who was doing all the thuggery? Before they did what they did to that white dude in Chicago. Way before Chicago, we had white. It's Long John Silver's on South Main. A sister, I know, I ain't gonna say her name, who worked there, told me a white man came there after election day and after a natural food causing a public disturbance, which is against the law. Say, y'all niggers, y'all gonna go back to Africa. If I was the man, I said, sir, get out the doggone restaurant right now before I call the laws on you. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no. I got mad about Black Lives Matter protesting on the freeway. But when Trump won, what happened? A lot of these white racist people took their anger out on people of color, mistreating minorities, not just African American descendant people, Hispanics, people Muslim, Asian, even Native Americans. So my question is to you, they were acting during Trump campaign. If you was against Trump, especially a person of color, them white racist people got thuggish then, spitting on people, beating people up. Dog, they showed they thuggery then. I never seen a Hillary Clinton, which I don't like her either. I'm a Gary Johnson and also Bernie Sanders. The only time there was a thuggery, which I wish if I was a part of, legitimately part of I support Black Lives Matter, but really was when the Bernie Sanders, when 2 yellow-boned girls came there from Seattle. I was told their asses if I was part of Black Lives Matter as the president, you no longer part of our movement. We don't go to Bernie Sanders and act a fool there. That man was there doing Martin King time and fighting for your damn rights. I was told one of them 2 bitches that, and I called them 2 bitches. Before everybody said Black Lives Matter, I support Black Lives Matter. And if I knew them 2 bitches came down to Bernie Sanders and I called them 2 bitches, I would say, look here, I would disrespect your damn ass right now. You're out of the organization. You don't go to Bernie Sanders and act a natural ass fool. And their old coon brother that was with them. All 3 of y'all bitch ass, male, female, are out of the organization. What? Yes, I'm closing your chapter. If I was the president of the Black Lives Matter, I would told that to them dumb asses, don't ever go to Bernie Sanders and act a damn fool. Well, you defend the white man, because you know why? Because Bernie Sanders was there, almost got killed for our asses while Martin Luther King. That's why I'm defending his ass, idiots. I would told them straight up right there. Why thought Hillary Clinton was working for a damn segregation. That's why I didn't vote for her damn ass when she was going against Obama and when she was going in this campaign with Trump. I didn't vote for him ass. I'm gonna let you know I'm not a Hillary Clinton. I don't like that thought. I call her thought. I don't like that bitch. Super predator, my ass. What about her super predator in Haiti? Yes, we're doing the earthquake. What she did in the Clinton Foundation, what she did there. Ask some Haitians that. Remember I got Creole on the roots? I could be part Haitian. And if I wasn't still. That's why I don't vote for that bitch. She the reason why we don't have guns in this public housing. You got all these old trashy, nasty, old sandboy looking thugs out here want to terrorize the cops. Chose to ignore. And want to bash the people who try to do the right thing. I tell it like it is. Okay, we can't defend our rights. We can't put a gun in this apartment complex to defend our rights, but the white folks who live 10 times better can. Because I bet you we have guns in these damn apartments and had licenses and told the doggone stupid lease managers, whatever you want to call it. Trust me, in the public house unit, you would not have no thugs acting a damn ass fool. If I ain't vote for her, I ain't vote for Hillary Clinton. Her stupid husband and stupid O'Hare Cisneros wrote that stupid law that we couldn't have it. I act a damn fool. Point is, that's the whole reason why I didn't vote for her damn ass. I voted for Gary Johnson and I voted for Bernie Sanders. And I told y'all, if I was part of Black Lives Matter, legitimately, like had a card membership, and I had leadership in there, I said, excuse me, the 2 women that acted fool and over there in Seattle, Washington with Bernie Sanders, you're out. I want to hear it. You out. You out. You don't deserve to be in Black Lives Matter. We don't go in there acting a natural ass fool. Okay? You are giving the media who are racist against us, and folks who are racist watching the media gonna talk about this shit. You making us look terrible. And trust me, as a Leo King, I would told them 2 bitches and the male bitch that was out there defending those 2 bitches at Bernie Sanders. I would told their ass out right there. You out. What? Yes, you're out. Acting a natural ass fool in front of them people. That man did not do nothing did nothing to you. He actually was on your outside before I asked even was put out mama's womb. I told right there. So anybody come my channel Black Lives, no. And actually, let's tell the secret here. I heard that cops who are African American descent who don't like black women go in there, pretend to be part of them, and act a fool there. That's a whole nother section. I already told the business right there. Had to be when the winds open here. I said window. I said window. When the winds open here, investigate that. Coon cops going into Black Lives Matter rallies and acting a fool in order to get media coverage. That's going on. Yes, I exposed the business right there. So before anybody say anything about me defeating, bombing anybody, on my video I did not say anybody being bombed, okay? I said a statue should not be there, and I had no problem with it being bombed. That's what I said. Because that statue represents racism. Okay? That statue represents me being dehumanized because I don't look like my white ancestor. Okay? Because I have black DNA besides Native American. That's the whole reason why. And I'm not going to sit here and defend a stupid, nasty-ass thug statue that was used to hurt me and my people of African American descent as slaves. Okay? So don't come in my channel with that bullshit saying, oh, people walk around, it should be... No, I never say that. Don't ever slander my damn words. I said the statue, and what I heard from the news, the dude was going to the statue trying to bomb it when no one was not around. Okay? That meant it had to be at midnight or something when people are normally asleep. And that's why the security officer there, so the homeless, because they already had a problem with those sleeping in tents on 59. Okay? In Midtown and shit. So that's why they're there. And they was trying to do anything miscellaneous that's against the law. But I'm sorry, that statue should never be there, period. You want to talk about right and wrong? That man, Carter Dow, and the rest of the motherfuckers on the Confederate side, even those of color who was being stupid sellouts, was defending dehumanization, abuse, rape, and slavery, and all that other thug behavior, violent behavior. So before anybody say that, okay, you the ones on drugs and stupid. That man should never have a statue of him. So that's why. And one thing about me, just because I claim my multiracial background, don't mean I'm a motherfucking sellout. That nasty, ugly statue should not be there. That Christopher Columbus statue should not be there. That was a thug who killed my native people and brought African slavery up in there to buy mine. So don't ever say that. You cannot teach me right with that shit. Come correct when you teach right. Those statues should not be there. That Sam Houston statue was there to get rid of those are Latino, know your damn roots. That statue was there to get rid of Texas, a part of Mexico, and make it a slave state. And Santa Anna was trying to fight for both Mexico and people of African American to stay free in Texas. Because of that law that Vicente Guerrero, the second president, who was Afro-Mestizo, his mother was Afro-Mexican and his dad was Mestizo. Know your roots. He was second president's birthday was of this month on the 9th. Same as Whitney Houston. That's my hero. He banned slavery in Mexico. And after he was killed, that law, the anti-slavery law, remained in Mexico. And those Anglo, white Anglo from the South, say we were acting South, like Sam Houston and Darwin and Lamar and who else, the rest of them. And all them people was trying to put slavery in Texas and did not want to obey the law. That's why. That statue represents slavery. In making my people who are African American descent be dehumanized. That's why I say that statue should not exist. You cannot teach me right with that shit. That's dehuman, that's evil within self. That's why I made that video. And for any minority to defend that shit is a stupid sellout. Because if you're going to teach history in a correct sense and what's right from wrong, you don't make statues of people who defend it wrong. Raping of black women and mulatto women on the plantation. Doing all that dehumanization shit. That's why I said that statue should be taken down. Okay? That's an evil statue. It represents evil. What you saw 2 weekends ago, that's exactly what it represents. So don't sit here and talk about, oh, you do. Don't ever slander. I never said that a human should be bummed. I said a damn statue that represents evil. The person that he represents is already fucking dead. Good. And I don't care if it's in my genealogy, because I had folks, I just said in the earlier video, one of my four grandma's a white woman. She married someone of color, passing for white. Mulatto Creole. On my white mama, or my great grandmother's side, on my mama's side, there are Confederate people on that side of the family, because I traced her roots from Texas, Alabama, Georgia, Virginia, to England on her father's side. I didn't get chased the Irish part side, the Macomb side of the family, because that was the last thing, okay? One of grandmother on her mom's side was the Macombs. But the Bug and Bacon family I was able to trace. The Neveretts and all that, that's one of the last things I saw on Ancient.com last year. I got white cousins in Alabama, could be hate my guts. Okay? Those people who was on the Confederate side, I don't want to see their asses being statues. You have Stonewall Jackson's great sons who are white, who don't want to see his ass there either. And as a mulatto descendant, because I'm not pure African descent, as an African American, French, Spanish, Creole, English, American, that's my background. I don't want to see that shit either. Okay? Like, I don't like Marcus Garvey. He was a racist. And I would not want to perform in New York. No, I would not to. When these kids, I said, why, sister? He even like you being exist as a multiracial person. When back in 2003, when I saw her playing on Marcus Garvey's part, I would not perform there. In America, was a Good Morning America 2003 had on there. That man was a racist. He tried to get Ku Klux Klan June 25th, 1922. He had me with the Ku Klux Klan to destroy the NAACP. And the Du Bois and Walter White and all them. That's very true. That's no lie. Okay? And I would not want to see no Marcus Garvey. Our birthdays right next to each other. I would not want to see a Marcus Garvey statue. I'm sorry, I don't believe in that. Call me a coon. He's a coon who want to get Ku Klux Klan killed. People defending freedom for all of us, no matter what shade or mixture we are. Okay? I'm for freedom, not for trying to be controlled by somebody else. So I don't want to see no Stonewall Jackson. And I got Jackson in the family too. I was telling, oh Lord, I hope Big Mama not on my dad. Oh, she Lord have mercy with Stonewall Jackson or either Andrew Jackson, you know, the president, whatever Jackson is in the. Yeah, because they said that Big Mama's daddy was light skinned. Okay, on my dad, my grandma, my paternal grandma, her mom. I mean, tell her business like that, but they say I don't know what boo Big Mama mixed with. Okay, but that's what they say. Okay, but truth of the matter is, I don't want to see none of them motherfuckers statue. I couldn't relate to they had mixed with black folks in our family tree. I don't want to see them white racist people there. Like I don't want to see no Marcus Garvey statue either. Okay, no racist statues. I want to see no Hitler statue. Okay? No Elijah Muhammad statues. That I don't like that either. Okay? So let's get that straight right there. Y'all, before y'all come and talk about bombing things, I never said bomb a human being. I said a statue that should never been there. That was used to hurt people. Okay? To dehumanize, to remind that when I see something like that, it's telling me that it's okay to dehumanize people. Yes. So I want everyone to understand. Y'all always talking about white lives don't matter, all lives matter, whatever, that we don't. Yeah, I want the Native American DNA in me. That's on my grandmother's side. On my grandma, on my dad's side, her dad's was Choctaw. Then also my grandfather, who was dark skinned, on my dad's side was both his parents from Louisiana. But they said on Grandma Rosina's side, that's his grandma, his dad's side, that she was mixed with Creole and Native American as well, besides black. And then my great grandfather, who still didn't be 98, on my mom's side, his mother, remember I said the one who had the Spanish, black, Spanish, Creole, English, and Irish. Okay, on his dad's side, okay. Well, on his mom's side she was black and Native American. He just don't know, but he knew his grandmother. Okay, but you know they had the one drop rule and blood quantum. So and them they from the country. They not to bring the business. The educational situation is different. Like my grandma on my mom's side, she had to drop out of school in order to see to work the fields in the family. My mama's mother, she graduated 7th grade because she was the oldest child. They had to work in order to preserve the farm and all that stuff, to work for the family. So that's why. That's why that she advocated, education. Now my grandma was the one who raised me. That's on my dad's side. On my mom's side, she told me that back when I was talking about the family tree back in '93. I was in seventh grade. She told me, yes, she said to stay in school she had to drop out in order but her other brother, the one who married to whose second wife, going to his business, is a minister. Um, he lived in California. He was computer tech, so he had education. Then the other one, um, my other aunt, the one who told me more about the history in 2000, she went to beauty school. So my grandmother, she worked, and her second husband had education, so that's how she was able to survive. Her first husband on my mom's side, that's the one I had carry his last name. He the one that got killed in '86. Well, yeah, everybody had big families then. Remember back in the day, if not to change the subject, Gilbert. Back in the day, they didn't have Planned Parenthood. They didn't have contraceptives until later on, unless you were rich. Yeah, of course, rich people had contraceptives. Like the first condom wasn't that. The first condom was made in the 1700s or 1800s. I read, but it wasn't available till later on. And people believed in getting married and making babies. That was a thing back in the day. So like my grandmother on my mom's side, my grandma on my dad's side, excuse me. There was 9 girls. One of them got killed in 36 or 35. My grandma on my dad's side was born in 34. And there was 9 girls. Yes, there was 9 girls. There was 6 on my daddy, 6 children on my grandfather on my dad's side. Then on my grandmother, it's like, oh Lord, she's the oldest, and then and there's twins, and about 6, 7, yeah. So people had big families back then. Remember, the reason why Latino and Mexican families had big families, because you remember, and I'm an ex-Protestant. In the Catholic Church, we fool and multiply. We don't believe in contraceptions, and that's why I tell people when I get married, I'm gonna have 10 children, because when I get married to my wife, I'm doing my thing. I'm getting my freak on with my wife. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So I probably won't leave the bed unless it's time to go to work or something, or I gotta do something important, with my wife. So of course we be making a lot of kids. So that's why there's big families in Mexican families or Latin families or even African families, because the contraceptives in marriage, contraception is not taught there. Okay. And abortion, but in the United States, and that's what that's why the white population is going down, because a lot of the white women, just like the sisters, are killing their babies. Black American descendant women are killing their babies, and abortion clinics, a lot of white women are as well. They have fertility clinics in white communities, but white women, when I noticed this too, not all, especially the ones who are Protestant, they would use contraception with their white husbands, so they would not have kids, and so because of career options and all other stuff. Remember the working woman in the 90s and the 80s. That's there. Okay, that's why. For example, you even have. I don't have kids because I live in private. That's one thing I was so fucking mad at Bush, because I wanted to work. Remember the video about the retirement? I want to be on welfare. Okay. The reason why I take the issue, because I wanted to get married in my 20s, not close to 40. Okay, I wanted to get my education and get my life together, and then get married and have kids. Of course, have my fun time as 20-something years old, club, whatever. That was my thing. I wanted to go out, but I didn't have a chance to do all that. That's why I'm going to clubs. But you still going to clubs? You're almost 40. Well, yeah, because I didn't get a chance to do that. I can kind of relate to Nicole Simpson a little bit. No, I didn't get married young and have kids, but remember, she went out before she got killed. She started in her 30s, started going party, because she became a mother young when she married OJ. Okay, so I remember I didn't get a chance to do all that, do the financials, living at home with family. You can't go to the club and be with living with your family and come at 3 o'clock in the morning. They lock the door and say you gotta come next dinner at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock. When they choose to lock the door, you gotta follow their rules. So I didn't get a chance to do all that. That's why I have a lot of envious toward my brother, because when I told my brother, when was the first older brother of mine, let's go to the club, he'll lie and say he was not going to the club. So that's why, all that family oriented bullshit, fuck it. You didn't want to hang with me, but you prefer to hang with your friends, but you throw that argument at me. I don't know. I hate hypocrites. Point is, But I wanted to do, I mean, why I kind of look at Jersey Shore a lot. Them dudes would go to the club and get these fine women, and it wasn't to go fornicate. I talk to women without having sex, I can still have fun. Like the song that Jermaine Stewart, you can have fun without taking your clothes off, okay? And I wanted to go to the club, have fun, and then have my little, my dating time. But when I came to my mid-20s, after I got my education and I got my economics together, that's when I want to get married. And a lot of the folks I went to school with, they have kids or they're married, So they, and that's why I was looking at it too. I was like, man, what's wrong with my life? Why are these little stupid, grown, supposedly religious people? They don't want me to have that. Oh, I hate when humans try to act like they're God. It gets on my nerves. So that's the reason why that I don't like Bush, because you stupid about family origin. You stop a person from having a family. In order to eat, you have to work, you have to pay bills. So my point is, with white women who was living the single life and then later on got married, many of them, especially if they're Protestant or they're Catholic not being faithful, they will use contraceptives while they're with their husbands, while they have a small population. But the Latino population is a big population. Of course, Latinos are using contraceptives. Those who don't follow the Catholic faith, or those who are not Catholic, or they're Protestant, evangelical, whatever. But in the Catholic countries of Latin America, it is told to get married, have kids, not get kids and get married. Just like in Nigeria, it's that most Christians in Nigeria are Catholic. Of course, it's a Muslim country. In Nigerian culture and they're very family oriented, and they're taught to get married first and then have kids. Say they're Caribbean with the Haitian and Jamaicans, even though they got Protestants in their country, but you have a lot of Catholics in there too, in the Caribbean as well. There's not Hispanic, and they're taught to have kids when they get married. Okay, not to have baby mamas, and that's Americanized Caribbean people. There was a worse president. He was not Bush, the daddy. The Bush's son was the worst president, because that's when I was turning. I was becoming. I was in my 20s, and the idea in my 20s was to have, go to school, leave the family house, who's giving me hell. Okay, that was the biggest goal, and be independent. Get my life together, go to school, because I was a job corps, and go to college. But we had a recession. That's why I had to go back home. Because you didn't want to be working. Next thing you lose a job, you laid off or you get fired, whatever, and next thing you're on the street. So that's why I take issue with that. And many Republicans are talking about, oh, these retirement and welfare. If it wasn't for welfare Section 8, we would be out in the street and hungry. And we don't want, and people like myself do not want to be on Section 8. I think he was part of. I think Bush was part of 9/11. I don't care what anybody say. I don't care. He knew. I'm glad that sister in South Carolina, or Georgia, where she was, she said he knew about 9/11 before it happened. It's to make him sound like a hero. Why do you think they was cheering him? But it took a Leo mulatto named Obama to find the real killer, and that was Bin Laden. Come on now. Obama found Bin Laden. They had, okay. And during Obama's presidency, that's when Bin Laden was found and killed. Come on. Shout out to Barack Obama, okay? The true mulatto, Leo King, his birthday was a couple days before mine, too. Okay? It takes a real Leo. That's why I love my sign. It takes a real Leo to be a leader. That's why folks do not like us. We're natural born leaders. It took a Leo in Mexico, Vicente Guerrero, to ban slavery, okay? And one thing, we're independent, and he told his father the country comes first. He said, I love you, Dad, but the country comes first. Come on. He did. He fought in the Mexican Independence War, and he became president. He banned slavery because he knew his mom was an Afro-Mexican slave, and he didn't know. He did not forget where he came from. No, actually, since I got Spanish roots, I would love to play. Halle Berry is a Leo. She's part black. Whitney Houston, of course, she's not pure black. She wasn't. She had Dutch and native. Not English, Dutch, Scottish, excuse me. And I heard her dad was part Italian black down in Family Tree. But yeah, and who else? A lot of Leo celebrities. Theo, and I share the same birthday. You know, Theo from Cosby Show, Michael Jamal Warner. Okay, he's a Leo too. You know, already mentioned Barack Obama, Halle Berry. Who else is a Leo? Angela Bassett. Angela Bassett. Her and Madonna share the same birthday, the 16th. That's actually the girl that I like. That's her birthday. Remember, after I went to the sun to give her them flowers. Okay, the one who's black, who don't black, she's Mexican and Filipino. Okay, I gave her flowers in the car. Yes, I did. Yep. Her, yes, I went to her job and gave it to her. Yes, I did in the hot sun. And you know, I hate the hot sun. But it's funny that I was looking at the videos about Leo sign. They said that's why we have a bubbly personality because we reflect the sun to center attention. That's no for real. I don't believe in horoscopes, but when they describe Leos, oh, I can't stand you Scorpios. My mom was a Scorpio. I like to fight. No, for real. Y'all love to fight. You Scorpios love to fight, and I can remember a Scorpio gave me birth. Okay, that's how I know. That's why we don't get no we don't get along. We don't. She didn't raise me. She didn't raise me. So I'm independent, and I don't let nobody run in my life. I'm sorry. When I have kids, you turn 18, it's on your own. Okay. I'm not gonna be a tired parent to my children. I don't believe in that. And she didn't raise me. So, but yeah, she used to fight back in the day. My mom used to fight back in the day. Yeah, my own dad told me, yeah, and they tell our business, but that's the truth. So that's what they say about Scorpios like to fight. Majority of Scorpios I know, they love to fight, argue, want to start. I'm serious, and I'm not talking about my mom, but that's the truth. You know how I feel about her. Okay, so she would love to fight. That's why I'm not scared of her. If I have to die, I have to die. But no, I'm sorry. I'm not going through that in next centuries. I would never put my children and never be stupid and selfish to put my kids in that situation. I want to be a bully to my kids. That's not me. I don't believe in entire parenting. That's why I'm bipolar because of that. But no, I like to fight. You Scorpios like to fight. I bet you used to fight back in the day, Gil. Tell the truth. How old are you, by the way? You in your 30s? I bet you love to fight back in the y'all Scorpios. No, that's what I'm saying. That I cannot argue with the characteristics of a sign, the zodiac signs, because the people fit those signs. Majority of people do. I mean, of course, only God knows the future, not no star in the sky. But I would love God to come down and explain why that I see accuracy of it. I represent a Leo to the fullest. When they talk about us, I was laughing when I was watching the videos about Leo. I said, that is all that what they say. It's me. We hate to talk to any kind of way. That's true. I'm sorry. That's why I'm not submissive. I'm not the submissive type. No, I'm not. I'm not. I never was. I'd be submissive for my own personal benefit, yes. Okay, but not for someone else. Shoes, and I'm kind, yeah. But if you play with us, yeah, we will get you back. That one of the sisters said it on the video. Yeah, I said, you sure right. I am that person. I'm more comfortable with a Leo. No, for real. I'm more comfortable with a Leo. Let me tell you the reason why. Even the girl, that's why I'm sticking with this, trying to stick with this, the woman I'm talking to. Okay? You know we have a generation difference, okay? No, she is of age, okay, y'all, okay? God dog it. I didn't choose a 19-year-old. She just turned 20. No, I did not choose her. We was working at Macy's together. We were speaking Spanish. I know she was Hispanic until she told me she was Filipino, and her mom, let on for her mom was Mexican as well. Her dad's Filipino. And we're speaking Spanish on the job. We was liking things, and remember, I was going to take her out to the club. So I'm thinking majority of people we're working in our department are 20-something up. We have few people that's 19, 18 that's mostly doing the season. She was a season worker, but the way she act and all that, I thought she was 21, just looked young. Because remember, when I turned 21 and getting lotto tickets, I had to still show my ID, okay? They said, you for real? You're 21 back in 2000? Yes. Sorry, okay, y'all. The phone got cut off, so I'm good they're able to. Oh, shit. All right, so yeah, so but yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. The phone got cut off. Okay, but the truth of the matter is, yeah, I'm so I wasn't looking for someone that was that young. Okay, it's happened, and that's why I'm taking my time with this. I haven't hooked up with the woman yet, but she just turned 20 last week. I turned 38, and I went to her job. And said, "Oh, that's everybody. Said, you're so sweet." Brought her flowers, and that's why I'm taking my time. Like I already talked to her, so here and there, I text her here and there. But how I found out she was 19 at the time, last Christmas, because remember I go to 21 clubs. So I thought she was 21, just looked young. Okay, so I was like, oh, I'm going to go ahead and take her out to the club. New Year's Day, I have to have a date, because y'all remember I went to the New Year's 2016, 2015, 16, okay, in Midtown, and I'm sorry, I didn't have I was jealous that a lot of the dudes had their girlfriends. I ain't had no girlfriend. A few women that was single, okay? And I could dance with. So I was like, this year I'm taking a chick, you know what I'm saying? And when I found out the girl was nice, I like, oh man, I can't sneak her in, I get in trouble, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I said, let me take my time. So she told me her birthday was close to mine. I said, okay, it's good. That's why I bought that $200 ticket for both of us to go see Mariah Carey. We both got mixed backgrounds. You know what I'm saying? Mariah Carey, and so do Lon Richie, even though he identifies as black, he has a mixed background too. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's my generation. That's more her generation. I mean, Mariah's my generation too, but remember, when doing Lon Richie days, that's when I was around, okay? This girl was born when I was graduating high school, okay? This woman here, and I wasn't trying to know. I was like, that's what I said. Zach, go with her. I like, no. I'm like, I'm kind of feel weird about this. Because I know I was looking for someone, in their early 20s, because I'm going to have 10 kids. Yeah, like, you want to marry? Yeah, I believe when I look for a woman in a serious situation, it has to include marriage. I'm sorry, I'm almost 40, and I'm not trying to be the playboy at 40 years old. I want to be a husband. I want to be a husband to a woman. I want to have kids, and I want to have 10 children. Then why folks call me gay, shut the fuck up. I don't have to act stereotypical to be a damn man. I don't have that question how to be a man like some other YouTuber, y'all know what I'm talking about, that think they're more man than I am. But anyway, point is, I want to have, and by me being in my faith, I know I'm not a true, faithful to it. I just, when it comes to my actions, but I do believe you don't have kids before marriage, and because I was born out of wedlock my own self, due to the Scorpio mom, okay, and a Virgo father, mine, okay. I just don't want to be in that situation. I don't want my kids. I want to have my life established. So when I take politics and race so seriously, because it has been an effect in my life, and when Bush became president, all my goal set went down. My goal set was to get a legit high-paying position job, driving a nice car, not ride the bus, living in a nice house, and be married. If I wasn't rich and famous, at least have a career that is a plan B to work, in corporate America and have my own business doing something, So that's the whole reason why. I'm sorry, when I became, 20 something, I take this very seriously. That the recession hit. It was hard to get a job. I would not work a low wage job. That's why I'm about an immigrant taking that damn job. Okay. I wanted to live bougie. I want to live the luxurious life. So when I had this big plan, and goal set, next thing this stupid bastard comes in the presidency and destroy everything. And I'm sorry, he did. I mean, you couldn't find a job for office clerical work. That's why when Obama won and broke companies, I went off on them on their voicemail back in 2010, because you're making every damn excuse for not giving me a job, but don't bitch and moan about someone being on welfare. I ain't telling them that, but I should have, okay? I didn't want to get legally in trouble by cursing them out, but the truth of the matter is, I was trying to get a job to work, to get on my own, to put myself by my bootstrap, okay? Because I believe in that, okay? I mean, due to the abuse and mistreatment and we call it the enforced child we call it child dependency type thing, codependency, trying to force that in my adulthood from family. Of course, I want to work. Of course, I want my own. I don't want them running my life. And I remember I'm a Leo. I don't like nobody running my. What about you in this world? Well, damn it. I don't mean abortion, but when it comes to my life, if they want to abort me and that's the type of life they wanted, I wouldn't mind. Okay. So I just don't understand how people can make stupid assumption. And like I said, I want to get married in my 20s, not 30s, not close to 40. Shit. I wanted my. I mean, I would be envious when I found out that a male friends of mine was already married because, and I'm younger and I'm older than them, and I wanted to get married too. I wanted to find a woman when I was in El Paso was to get. That's why I wasn't dating as much, because I wanted to get my education first and then find the woman in my dreams. Okay, and get married. Okay, and if I was to live in El Paso, Texas, the church that I wanted to get married was St. Pius. That's a big. I used to go every Saturday. Mostly on Saturdays, I would go there for mass in 2006 on my own. I would leave El Paso Community College, ride the bus, drive to by Bassett Center. That's the other mall in El Paso, Southeast and Southern Park in El Paso, Texas. And I used to go there for real. I remember I went there for Easter 2006. It was a beautiful mass. It was so full. Trust me. you know. And so I said, I'm gonna start coming over here. And trust me, I was welcome there. I was. The priest was. Oh yeah, they were nice there. Funny. Yeah. So they talk about social issues, especially about racism, and doing in the eulogy. Um, eulogy and commentary. When he talk not eulogy, and when he, after you say the third reading and you sit down, yeah, they talk about racism and they talk about the immigration rights and all that. I'm like, dang, well, why when I go to church I don't hear this stuff. Of course the Black Creole church you do, but Catholic church, but not any. Mostly it's funny, mostly white dominated church, but it's integrated. Okay, in Houston you hear that here and there, but in El Paso, the priest was very into immigration rights. It was a Spanish priest. I don't forget Latino priest at St. Pius, and he talked about defeating interracial relationships, talking about all that. I'm like, whoa, where I have been all these years, and why did I join this Paris? I'm not lying, for real. Like, can we bring this man here to the Houston diocese? For real. So I remember going there. Yeah. So, but that was my plan, was to get married. If I lived in New York, was to get married at St. Peter's, not St. Peter's, St. Patrick's Cathedral. For real. Because I was going to live in New York. My plan when I graduated high school was to live in New York City. Get the hell out of Houston. I'm not a conservative. I'm a liberal. Go to New York City, in liberal homeland, we call it promised land of mine. I mean, my dream land was to go to New York City. Um, Go to Dramatic Academy or Arts, whatever it's called. One of the two schools there. That's how my plan was, to go to there, and audition. And I want to go to work. I want to be an actor on my children, for real. Do runway shows, do modeling, acting, singing. Go to the studio. And learn about the music business. Go to the clubs and work at the clubs and sing. That was my dream, for real. Do both hip hop and Latin, okay, and pop. Go to do Fashion Week. Be one of the male models there. That was my dream. I mean, this is I'm letting you know, 20 years ago, what I had in mind. Since I sing in Spanish, they had older records. There was like a Latino version. Anyone know about older records? Okay, and so I gave them my demo tape. I said, I sing in Como La Flor. I know it's not, y'all do Tejano music because you're not in Texas, but I would like to do to break in that barrier. And I remember talking to the AR representative there back in 1998. Okay, as I graduated high school, I said, oh, let me get the tape, but you had to get everybody wanted you to get the CD or the master tape that you got to buy and go to the studio and record. So, Jelly Bean, who used to work with Whitney Houston, Madonna. Okay, he's Puerto Rican. Benitez, Benitez. Okay, Jelly Bean was the owner of all the records, and I wanted to break that barrier. Just like, for example, you have Lil Young. Lil Young is a Chicano rapper here in Texas, and he's in Swisher House. He has a Swisher House. Yeah, Swisher House. He's a Swisher House. first Latino be, you know what I'm saying, and most of the African American artists. So I wanted to do the same thing way before, you know, Lil Young came in, but I wanted to do the same thing, break that barrier, you know, um, since I was doing, you know, Latin music, you know, singing mostly Tejano music, and maybe collaborate with Latin salsa music, you know, go see Celia Cruz, you know what I'm saying, when she was alive at the time, you know. I had a dream. I mean, I'm letting everyone know that I didn't have this dream to be at the system. This was, I laughed at people that were like, "You are the damn deformer." I mean, you just definitely me that knew I had a big dream was to go live in New York, live in Manhattan. No, not in the hood. Live in Manhattan. Okay. You know, audition for, you know, scripts, theater, you know, do whatever I had to do in order to get my name big. You know, I always want to go to Little Italy, you know, eat some real pasta, okay? Some real Italian pasta, okay? You know, and some real pizza, okay? That's made by Italians, you know? Um, I wanted to go to the soul food restaurant in Harlem. You know, I think Sophia's, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I wanted to go to Spanish Harlem. You know, I wanted to go there. I wanted to do a lot of things in New York. You know, that was my dream to go to New York City, and leave Houston behind. Come visit, yeah, but not living. Anyone know me personally? My dream was to go to New York when I was no pastor. So we want to go to at the leave of their job corps, go to New York City. I'm like, yes, you know. So yeah. To all my New Yorkers, I wanted to go to your city. Yes, I wanted to leave Houston. If I had a meal ticket, a VIP, a one-way ticket to leave after graduation to go to New York City, I would jump on a plane, got all my stuff out of my grandparents' house, and get the hell out their house and go live in an apartment for real. That was my dream, to be on work for Vibe magazine. Um, you know, just I'm not lying. I wanted to work as a talk show host like Ricky Lake. I wanted to be a talk show host my own self. No, for real. Besides singer at the model, bilingual singer at the model, I wanted to be a talk show host. So I talk a lot, okay? For real. You imagine Zacharias talk. Yes, the Zacharias show. Yeah, I probably top Jerry Springer. No, for real. No offense to Jerry, but if I was a talk show host, I would probably, since I talk a lot too. And one of the reasons why I never been apologetic about being a talkative person, do a Jerry Springer, because back in '93, before he had that ratchet stuff on his channel, on his show, in '93, I remember Channel 13 in Houston was sponsored his show. He's coming at 10 o'clock a.m. on Channel 13 back in '93, and I was in the seventh grade then, '92, '93. And Jerry Springer said that his mama would tell him, "You talk so much," and he said that good, because guess what? I make money talking a lot. You know, I didn't know that he was a mirror of the city and all this other stuff. You know about that at the time. You know, he was a politician. But he said that, said, "Oh, you know what? I should never be ashamed being talkative, because guess what? If Jerry Springer can do it, I can do it too." For real, I'm not lying. Just, you know, for real. That's why I have no issues with people. You talk about good, it's a blessing, because if Jerry Springer can talk a lot and have a good, I'm sorry, no offense to Oprah, he's still running. Okay, it's been what, 20 years, or more than 20 years. So I think that I should have the same thing too, you know. And I used to watch Oprah and Jerry Springer and Geraldo and Montel Williams and who else? Not Jane Elliott. Not Jane Elliott, the one who's against racism. Not her. It's another Jane. So I forgot her name. And they had Jane Wheatley. Jane Wheatley. Yeah. He's watched her. Sally. Donahue. No, for real. Ricky Lake. Gene Jones. Who else? I used to watch all the talk shows. I forgot the dude from Australia. I used to watch him. I used to watch Charles Perez. Shout out to Charles Perez. I used to watch her show. So Queen Latifah, when she had her show back in the '90s, you know, even the Cosby Show, the one who played Vanessa, Tippis Bedso, she had her own talk show. Rolanda Watts, okay. I always wanted to be a talk show host. Since I talk a lot, I mean, hell, I don't have a degree in journalism, but but I wanted to be a talk show host. And trust me, if any cable network out there, even Young Turks, if y'all want someone to be a talk show host, trust me, contact me. I will be there. That's my gift. Besides singing and acting, the arts, I would love to be a talk show host. Actually, I'm thinking about doing a podcast. No, y'all, for real. I'm thinking about making a podcast of my channel. For real, a podcast to interview people on there. That's why I was trying to get certain people on it. For real. So, but I gotta go. I got the things to take care of right now. I gotta go get some food. Okay, I gotta go and I gotta go chill. Okay, thank you for watching. But to those who keep making those stupid comments about I'm defending bumming people because of a statue, you stupid. I said a statue. God dog it, that represents evil. Bye, y'all.